Dark Moon is a survival strategy game. You're on the moon in a giant walking base that looks like a metal spider. And the main danger is the sun. So you constantly need to be on the move, collect resources, manage your team, improve your base, and find a way to survive. The game has a brilliant idea, tons of mechanics and great potential, and I know you already want to close the video and start playing it, but first impressions can sometimes be tricky. So let me tell you about my experience playing this game, and we will answer the question, is this really a good game and is it worth your time and money? Let's start with the positives. The idea is amazing. You're the commander of a moving base on the moon. The sun is your main enemy, and you have to stay ahead of it to survive. Your goal is to keep your crew alive, gather materials, and build a ship to return to Earth. There are a lot of things to manage. You can create units that explore, collect resources, and build new structures. But everything they do uses energy. To make power, you need to build generators, and those generators need people to run them. So you have a crew, and each crew member is different. They have their own stats, moral, health, and relationship with other crew members. You can give them new gear to increase some of their stats and moral, because that affects how well they work. They can also get hurt, and you'll need to heal them. And also your crew members split into factions. Some factions won't like your decisions and might protest or demand to do something different. Your team also needs food, oxygen, and place to sleep. For that, you'll have to build special buildings. Oh, and there's also a research system where you can unlock new items, upgrades, and buildings. And don't forget that you have to do all of this while escaping the burning sun and following the story. So yeah, Dark Moon has a lot to offer. It's full of resource management, crew management, decision-making, crafting, building, and survival systems. But let me tell you why, even with all that, the game didn't really work for me. You know, sometimes a game looks great on paper, but when you actually play it, it feels bad. That's how Dark Moon felt to me. The idea is amazing, it has a lot of interesting mechanics, but when I actually played it, it just didn't feel right. The game feels slow and heavy and clunky and I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. The interface is kinda not user-friendly and some 3D models look strange or unfinished. Sometimes the game feels like an unpolished prototype. But anyway, it doesn't matter, you can get used to this. For me, the real problem is it's hard to focus in this game. The game keeps throwing pop-ups, alerts, random events, and messages at you non-stop. You're always bombarded with texts and sounds. It never gives you a moment of peace. It's like the game doesn't want you to get immersed. Instead, it keeps pulling your attention in every direction until you just lose interest and get bored. And honestly, it succeeded at that. If I had to rate the game just by how it felt, I would probably give it a 5 out of 10. But in this case I feel like an asshole, so for the sheer amount of mechanics and the ambitious concept, I'll give Dark Moon a 6 out of 10. And if I had to sum it up in a few words, it would be unrealized potential.